Hare Krishna, dear devotees, welcome for today's continuous discussion on Nectar, Hariram Chintamani, the Nectar of Holy Name. So today is 10th January. 10th January, we are meeting on Saturday, Saturday evening program. So I'm so happy to see all of you here today. I'm so grateful for all of you to join. And yes, so yesterday we had a very good discussion yesterday morning. And I got a very good lot of good feedback. And I'm also grateful to certain devotees who what they call replied to my request about update or regarding the class. I called few devotees to find out, how's the class, is it okay or not? So thank you for all that favorable reply. Okay, so today we're going to continue our discussion. So before that, let's do our invocation prayer. Om Ajnanatimirandasya Jnananjana Chakshur Yena Tasmai Sri Guruve Namaha Sri Chaitanya Manobhistam Sthapitamena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Kadamayam Dadati Swapadantikam Vandeham Sri Guru Sri Uttapadakalam Sri Gurun Vaishnavam Sri Rupam Sagarajadam Sahagana Raghunathan Vidam Tam Sajivam Satvaitam Savaduta Parijana Saitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Sri Radha Krishna Padan Sahagana Lalita Sri Vishakan Vidam Nama Om Vishnu Padaya Krishna Prishtaya Bhutale Srimadi Bhakti Vedanta Swaminiti Namine Namaste Saraswati Devi Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Pasa Chadisatarine Nama Om Vishnu Padaya Krishna Prishtaya Bhutale Srimadi Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Namine Shri Varshabhanavi Devi Daitaye Kripabdaye Krishna Sambandha Viknanadaine Prabhave Namaha Madhuryo Jala Premadya Sri Rupa Nuga Bhaktida Shri Gaura Karuna Shakti Vigrahaye Namostute Namaste Gauravani Shri Murtaye Dinatarine Rupanuga Viruda Pasidanta Dvantaharine Nama Gaura Kishoraya Sakshat Vairagya Murtaye Vipralambara Sambode Padam Pujayate Namaha Namo Bhaktivinodaya Sachidanandanamine Gaura Shakti Swarupaya Rupanuga Varayate Gaura Virbhava Bhumestum Nidasa Sajjana Priya Vaishnava Sarubhauma Sri Jagannatayate Namaha Vanchakalpatarubhyascha kripa sindhubheva Paditanam pavinebhyo Vaishnavebhyo namo namaha Om Mahavadanyaya Krishna Prema Pradayate Krishnaya Krishna Chaitanya Namine Garatise namaha Panchatattvatmakam Krishnam Bhaktarupa Swarupakam Bhaktavadaram Bhaktakyam Namami Bhaktashaktikam He Krishna Karuna Sindhu Dinabandho Jagatpade Gopesha Gopika Kanta Radha Kanta Namastute Tapta Kanchana Gaurangi Radhe Vrindavaneshwari Vrishabhanustude Devi Pranamami Hari Priye Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shiva Shari Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare Hare Mukam karoti vachalam pangum langayate girim Yat kripa tamaham vande Shri Gurum Dinataranam Paramananda Madhavam Shri Chaitanya Ishwaram Hari Om Tat Sat Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya Namo Vishnu Padaya Krishna Prishtaya Bhutale Srimati Jayapataka Swami Tinamini Namacharya Padaya Nittai Kripa Pradayini Gaurakada Damadaya Nagaragramatari Hare Krishna, dear devotees. So, welcome. So today, okay, let me get the thing first. So we had a fantastic discussion about yesterday, where we identified, all right, who are the Vaishnavas. Okay, so we knew Vaishnava means those who chant the holy name. Even once they chant the holy name of the Lord, they are known as Vaishnava. Okay, so now even the example that we gave, example like in Malaysia, we see that everyone chants the name of Krishna. Hari, Rama Rama, all right? Hari Appa, Hari Kames, Hari Sabtu. Then Rama Rama is butterfly, even knowingly or unknowingly. All right. So they all consider Vaishnavas. So the one who seriously chant, they are better Vaishnava. And the one, oops, what is this? And the one who and the one who upon looking at them, okay, upon looking at them, you are triggered. I mean, you are encouraged to chant. They are the best Vaishnavas. All right. So we should always associate with this kind of great Vaishnavas who just by looking at them, you are triggered. All right. You feel by looking at them, hey, I feel like chanting Hare Krishna Maha Mantra. All right. So we studied about that. And not only that, okay, that means the pure Vaishnava means the one who takes the with faith and pure intention. Okay. And we also spoke about, okay, we also say that we also studied about this concept whereby Krishna's holy name transcend from spiritual world, came to material world, and remains spiritual. So even there's a primary or secondary, even you are doing it intentionally or unintentionally, the benefit of the chanting of the holy name is always there. So that's a few of the things that we have discussed yesterday. So now we're going to continue our discussion on the continues on this chapter 2. Okay. Where did we stop yesterday? Here, right? Krishnas are two types, primary and secondary. Is that so? You all mark your book or not? Okay. Haridas consider who is Vaishnava. Okay. Now Haridas is saying who's Vaishnava. I think we studied that. Pure intention, a person called semi-Vaishnava, a person who that means while they're chanting with Namabas. Okay, we discussed that. Krishna's name are two types, primary and secondary. The shelter of the primary names living gets the highest benefit. Cross function. Okay. All right. So I think we're going to continue from here. Yes or not? Illusion come into the world, dull matter. All right. We discussed that already. All right. Now, let's look at this. Krishna's names are two types. All right. Krishna's name are of two types. There are two types of names. All right. First, we call as primary and secondary. Okay. Now, Haridas Thakur is saying, by taking shelter of the primary names, okay, the living entity gets the highest benefit. Okay. That means when we take shelter of the primary name, we get the highest benefit. Those names which are part of the transcendental Leela of the Lord. Okay, now please underline this statement in your book. Okay, or try to write it down. What is that primary name means? Primary name means those names which are part of the transcendental Leela. All right, the transcendental pastime of the Lord. Okay, is considered as the primary names. Are you all following me on this? Okay. Yes, Purna Rukmini Mataji, you want to say something? All right. So, what are the primary names? First, yes, like yesterday I said, it's like first is Govinda. What is Govinda means? The one who gives pleasure to the cow and also to the senses. Govinda. Gopala. Gopala means is a cowherd boy. Rama, Radhanath, the lover of Lord Radharani, and Hari. So these are the names reveal the eternal Leela of the Lord. What is eternal Leela means? I mean, this is what he's been doing all this while and will go on doing it. Eternal Leela. The one who described the eternal Leela. Leela means what? Pastimes. Eternal pastime of the Lord. And by chanting them, the living entity gets entrance into the spiritual world. So, when we start to chant the primary names of the Lord, we will get the chance of to enter into the spiritual world. All right. Who don't get it? Okay. Everyone get it? Thumbs up if you're okay. All right. How about others? Rajendran Prabhu, do you get it? Sharmila Gunasegaran, do you get it? Or you can send a message. You don't, if you. All right. So I assume that you got it. All right. So what we understand here is when we chant the transcendental Leela, all right? The transcendental. Okay. That means when there's a two type, primary and secondary. And the primary means what we understand here is like this. Okay. So we understand the primary chanting gives the highest benefit. Yes, Prabhu, my Zoom setting has gone haywire. Okay, no problem. All right. So the primary gives the highest benefit. What is that primary? Which is part of the transcendental Leela. Leela means his pastime. Playing with the gopis, playing with the gopals, playing the flute. This is transcendental Leela. Leela means pastime or sail, Leela. All right. And this is considered the primary. So what are the primary names? Example, Haridas Thakur is saying like Govinda. Okay. Gopala. Rama. What is Rama means? All right. We all understand Rama means is Lord Ramachandra. Yes, that's one thing. But here Rama refers to the reservoir of pleasure, or we call as Abhirama. Abhirama means the reservoir of pleasure. What is a reservoir means? That means all the water the government capture from the river or from the waterfalls, they keep it in a reservoir. Empangan, in Malay we call empangan. They keep it there. And they treat and they supply to everywhere. So the place of encatchment, they catch the place, encatchment. That means they hold the water in one place. Like that, there's a empangan or dam, what they call water dam, right? Is the place of pleasure. Is empangan full of pleasure. What pleasure we can think of? Like now in this world, we are thinking having some extra money gives us pleasure, right? Getting married to the person that I like is a pleasure. Seeing my children excel in education is a pleasure. So all the pleasures that we are enjoying in this material world, it is temporary and is pathetic. All right, pathetic. The place that actually the place where there's no pleasure, we are enjoying the pleasure. Prabhupada always quote this thing, just like how camel eats. When the camel loves to eat cactus. The camel unta. Okay, you see that in a desert area. It loves to eat cactus, and the cactus filled with thorn, mull. So when a camel eats that cactus, it pricks the camel's tongue. It pricks the tongue, and when the thing pricks the tongue, blood will come out. So the camel enjoys. That means enjoys the blood with the pain along with the cactus, feeling it is pleasure. But actually, the tongue is getting hurt. The tongue is pricked. So like that. So we in this material world are like the camel. All that suffering, all that enjoyment, bliss that we think that is so good, actually, it is giving us misery. But in that miserly condition, in miserable condition, we are taking as a pleasure, thinking this is good. So now this word Rama means, all right, this word Rama here, it means it is Abhirama or the reservoir of the real pleasure, the treasure. That's why we are chanting Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama. That Rama that we are referring is not to Lord Ramachandra. It can be also said Lord Ramachandra, fair enough. But the actual meaning behind Rama is Abhirama, or the reservoir of pleasure. So we are begging Krishna, oh Mother Krishna, Radharani, Srimati Radharani is Hare. We are begging her, please reveal or give me the pleasure. A dot of that pleasure will make the person go extremely in ecstatic feeling. It's so wonderful, even a little drop. All right. So like that. So that is Rama. Then another one is Radhanath. Radha means Radharani. Nath means the one that in the heart, or the master. Okay. Radhanath and Hari. So this kind of primary meaning, it reveals the eternal Leela of the Lord. But when we chant this name, the living entity will get the entrance. All right. Because it's just like, it is just like a secret mantra. All the mantra, all the chant that we do is to open things up. The word mantra means, man means mind, manasi. Tra means deliver, or to open up. So to open up the mind from nations or ignorance. Sometimes, just like Alibaba, Alibaba and the 40 thief, they go to that cave and they chant this mantra. The thing open, to open things up. So what you open up? When you chant any other mantras, you open up the opportunity to that particular situation or to that particular deity. When I chant Om Namah Shivaya, that means I am addressing Lord Shiva and opening up my opportunity to Lord Shiva. Om Gam Ganapataye Namaha. I'm opening up my possibilities with Lord Ganapati, Ganesh. Right? So like that. So when you chant the primary names of the Lord, you open up the opportunity of entering into the spiritual world. And you chant long enough, when the mantra becomes powerful, the Buddhist says what? The Buddhist literature says, if you tell a lie 1,000 times, it will become a mantra. How to understand that? If we go on telling one thing 1,000 times, we start to believe in it. Right? So similarly, so that means it takes form. It has power. It takes form. It creates consciousness. It creates your mind. It purifies. I mean, it make your mind create that environment. So similarly, this Hare Krishna mantra or the chanting of the primary names of the Lord, it's not only purify all of anarthas, all of impurities. All right. We have a lot of impurities. We have anger. We have frustration. We have ego. We think we are hell of a great. We think we are a loser. Even when you think you are a loser, it's also kind of anartha. Because you are still referring yourself in a bodily concept. So in order to come out of the bodily concept, all right, example, I give you an example. We all understand we are not this body, right? We all agree with that. You are not this body. Thumbs up, anyone, or anyone can unmute. You cannot speak to me. We all believe that you are not this body. All right, okay. Who's that? Who's the person thumbs up? Oh, Mangala Rukmini. Okay. Can you unmute yourself, Mataji, for a while?
Yes, Prabhu.
All right. So now you understand you're not this body, right?
Yes.
Okay. Now you think you're not this body, but suddenly you feel very hungry. Can you tell yourself, I'm not this body, so I'm not going to eat?
No.
Then how to understand that? Hey, I'm not this body. The hunger, only the body is experiencing, not me. Can we do that? It's not possible, right? So, in order to really come into that understanding, I'm not this body, it takes a big tapasya, austerity. And to understand that, Satya Yuga, they do a severe austerity. They don't allow any demand from the body. When the body says, I'm hungry, he says, no, I'm not going to feed you. When the body says, I'm feeling very cold, they will go immerse into the river water and meditate. All right? It's very freezing cold. The body says, I'm freezing. Really? I get into the water. Freeze further. Right? When I feel it's very scorching hot, they'll put the fire around. I think you all have seen that, right? Sometimes the yogi will put the fire around and sit under the hot sun. Right? So they like to do that just to control the senses and says, I'm not going to listen to you. All right? So like that. So, and in Dwapara Yuga, in Treta, in Dwapara Yuga, what they do? They do this, in Treta Yuga, they do this, what is a big fire sacrifice. In Dwapara Yuga, they do temple worship, right? Just to say that. So we have to come out of this purifying. We studied yesterday. Chanting the Hare Krishna Maha Mantra is the beginning of the purification process. And upon purification, we go towards cleansing. All right, first we identify all the dirt in our heart. I have this lust. I have this frustration. I have this longing. I have this lamentation. All these kind of things are there because it's bodily conception. First, I identify. Then you will have the intelligence to purify it, to clean it. They call namabas.
Today's class in evening,
Huh? Okay, someone not meet. All right. And secondly is we want to get rid of it. We want to get rid. Okay, we identify the dirt. Now we're going to clean it. Also, the holy name. First, to identify, holy name. To clean it, holy name. After you clean, you become pure. Then you go into pure, that means you go into the pure level. That's why in the Bhagavad Gita, Krishna says, Durena hyavaram karma. Here, avaram karma. So, Durena hyavaram karma. So, what Krishna says there in that verse? Throw away all impurities. Durena, durama. Throw all your hyavaram karma. Throw away all your anarthas, all the inauspicious things by practicing Bhakti Yoga. In that purified state of mind, then you surrender to me. You understand? All right. Can you check out what verse is that from Bhagavad Gita? What is the verse? Durena hyavaram karma. Any one of you got a Bhagavad Gita with you? Hello? Anybody home? Chapter 4. Is it chapter 4? Where is it? Anyone of you got a Bhagavad Gita with you or not?
What was the sloka, Prabhu?
Durena hyavaram karma.
Durena. 249.
249. Okay. Who said that 249?
Mangala Rukmini Yema, Prabhu.
249. Okay, please recite the verse. Recite that verse, Mataji.
1 second, Prabhu. Durena hi abaram karma, buddhi yoga jananjaya, buddhau saranam anvicha, kripanaha phala etavaha.
Okay. Now, word by word translation.
Durena, discard it at a long distance.
Correct. Discard at the long distance. I mean, durama. In Tamil also we call duram, right?
Yeah.
Durama. Throw away far. Okay. Discard it. That means throw it in a long distance. Then, what is the next word?
Certainly.
Certainly. That means it's affirmative. Certainly. Then next one.
Avaram. Avaram.
Avaram.
Abominable.
Abominable. What is abominable means? All nasty thing. Nasti. Abominable. Example, now in English we call dirt. Oh, the place is dirty. All right, the place is filthy. But if you see some stool there, all right, if you see a stool, shit, that's called abominable. That means extremely dirty, extremely unacceptable. Okay, so that is so disgusting, extreme, abominable. Okay, so that is avaram means abominable. Okay, next.
Karma, activity.
That means you're talking about abominable activity, nasty, crazy, horrible activity. You got it?
Yes.
Then next one.
Buddhi Yoga, on the
Okay.
strength of Krishna consciousness.
Correct. Buddhi means what? Intelligent. Buddhi.
Intelligence.
Yoga. That means you're engaging in Krishna conscious. Conscious means thinking, right? Intelligent. So Buddhi Yoga. Yoga means what? Linking with Krishna. Not stretching exercise. Yoga. So Buddhi Yoga. That means true Krishna consciousness. Okay, next.
Dhananjaya, O conqueror of wealth.
Okay.
Buddha, in such consciousness.
That means Buddha. So first use Buddhi Yoga, intelligent. And once you get the Buddhi, you call as Buddha. That means the intelligent one. So what you call Buddha means? Buddha means? What was the translation?
With consciousness, in such consciousness.
Such consciousness. Then next word.
Saranam, full surrender.
Sharanam. Full surrender. Saranagati. Saranam in English we call surrender. Sharanam, right? Then?
Anvicha, try for.
Anvicha. Try for, okay?
Kripanaha,
Next.
miser. Misers.
Misers, okay?
Pala hetavaha, those desiring fruitive results.
Pala, palangal. Palam, fruit, right? Those who are desiring for fruitive, pala hetava means those who are desiring for fruitive activities. Okay? Okay, please read the translation.
O Dhananjaya, keep all abominable activities far distant by devotional service, and in that consciousness surrender unto the Lord. Those who want to enjoy the fruits of their works are misers.
Yes. So those who want to enjoy the fruit is what? Those who want to enjoy that abominable things. Here, varam karma. Avaram. Avaram karma means abominable things. Those who want to enjoy, they're going to suffer terribly. Because the word is used is kripana. Kripana means miserly. We are talking about miserable. We are talking about terrible, horrifying, suffering, torturing, painful. But among all these words, the topmost is miserly. All right. In miser in English, there's two meaning you can translate. One is miser means kanja, or what they call kanja in English. What they call kanja in English? Oh my God.
Selfish.
Stingy, Prabhu, stingy.
Stingy, yeah, stingy.
So miserly means stingy. Miser means stingy. That's another word they say. But the real miserly means the one who suffers horribly. The one who suffered terribly. So what this verse Krishna says, please mark this verse. Everybody, just write down somewhere in your book. Okay, this is the thing that you should always remember. Okay, when you perform devotional service, you are actually wants to purify your existence. When you're required, when you're asked to come and do some seva in the temple, don't do lamentation. Why only me? Why? Oh, I dress up so nicely. I cannot do this. I am afraid my makeup will go off. Did all this happen or not? I dress up so nicely in my Kanjipuram pattu sari. You know, I dress up so nicely. Ask me to take the broom and sweep. No la, cannot la. No. Every seva that you perform in the temple is for the sake of purifying your existence. All right. So anyway, so in this verse, what Krishna says here, Durena Hyavaram Karma Buddhi Yoga Dhananjaya Buddha Sharanam Anvicha Kripana Palahetava. So this is Keep all abominable activity. Hyavaram karma, avaram karma. Avaram karma, or to put all the activities far away. All right? Far distant. How? By devotional service. So when we perform devotional service, that's it. So with that thing, then in that consciousness, once your mind and everything is purified, in that consciousness, surrender unto me. And that's the thing that also you study in Srimad Bhagavatam. Any one of you got a Bhagavatam handy with you? Canto 1, chapter 1, text 2. Dharma projita kaitavatra parama nirmat sharanam satam vedyam vastavam atra vastu shivatam tapa trayan moolanam. Okay, let's look at the first line. All right. Dharma projita kaitava. Dharma, or the religiosity. Projita, cheat, throw away. Projita means throw away. Here there's another word we studied in Bhagavad Gita, durena, duram, throw away. Duran, durena. But here, dharma projita. Projita means what? Discard. Right? Discard. Right? Just like in a Navy language, when the sailor is going, suddenly the ship is sinking, the captain will scream the word jettison. When jettison means what? Everything that you have, you have to throw out of the throw away, throw out of your ship. Even you have a gold, even you have whatever, even you got nothing should be kept. The ship should be clean. Everything throw out. If you don't do it, you are called as mutiny. All right? You can be punished. When they scream jettison, throw everything out. Like that. Discard. Dharma projita. What dharma? What religiosity? Kaitava dharma. Cheating process. Cheating religion process. What is the cheating religion is? The religion that encourage you dharma, artha, kama, moksha. These four things, cheating, throw away. Right? So like that. Anyway, we'll study that in Srimad Bhagavatam. Anyway, so now what we understand here. So that means what? So when we chant Hare Krishna as a beginner, it benefits you to clear your this thing. All right. Number 2, once clear, to wash it, this Harinam will help you. And after that, when you want to advance to become a pure devotee, this thing. So that's why when we chant the words like Govinda, Gopala, Rama, Radhanath, Hari, and all these kind of things, will give you entrance into the spiritual world. It opens the opportunity for spiritual world. All right. I hope you all got it. Okay. Now, what is the secondary name is? What is the secondary name? Okay. Those who describe the Lord's function. So what we understand, number 1, primary means Lord's Leela, activity. Secondary means the Lord's function. Okay, you all can remember this. Please write it down if you don't have a book. If you got a book, highlight. So the secondary names, those who describe the Lord's function. The function of the Lord. Okay. So example, the function is like the creator, Paramatma, Brahman. All these use is in karma and jnana kanda. So that means Paramatma is a function of the Lord that lives in your heart. Brahman is the all-pervasive, all-pervading. All right? Like that. The creator. Okay? All these names are... Yeah? Okay. Anyway, I just want to find out. Did you all photocopy this book? I hope you all have photocopied the book. If not, please do it soon. And
Yes,
tomorrow is Sunday. Yes, Prabhu, Rajendran Prabhu.
Prabhu, sorry to interrupt. The verse is not 249 and 1, 2 or something like that. I don't understand how to open the Bhagavad Gita.
Okay, you open
249.
Bhagavad Gita.
I got a
You
book
look
in front of me.
Okay, you look for chapter 2.
Chapter 2. Okay. Sorry, Prabhu.
No problem, Prabhu. Please don't say sorry.
Chapter 2. Chapter 2. Chapter.
Have you opened chapter 2?
1 minute, Prabhu. I'm going through chapter
Page
2,
5.
page
65.
65.
Oh,
Yes,
Sharmila
Prabhu.
Mate. You
65,
got it?
okay.
Okay,
Yeah.
now you see this one. Okay, you up there, you see 2.3, 2.2, 2.2.
2.2, 2.3. Yes, Prabhu.
அப்படியே போயிட்டே இருங்க until you see 249.
249.
That's the thing. 249 means page 121.
121. Coming back.
Mine in 136, Prabhu.
What would you use?
121.
Use the small book, is it?
No, I'm having the blue color covered book.
Ah, okay. Original or the Macmillan edition.
Okay. 120. One. Prabhu, repeat.
Can you see the 121, page 121?
121. Yes.
Can you see text 49?
Yep.
Ah, so that's the text we discussed.
To Dorena.
Yeah, correct.
Okay, Prabhu. Thank you, Prabhu.
The another one is Srimad Bhagavatam. The one when we go to Srimad Bhagavatam, we'll talk about that.
Okay, thank you, Prabhu.
Right, welcome. Okay, now you got it, eh? Okay. So the secondary name is usually they use in karma and jnana kanda. You know, Paramatmane. Okay, the jnana kanda. The jnana kanda, they always like to go into the deep into the heart, Brahman, the creator, and all this kind of thing. This is secondary. So the secondary name, what is the function? It gives you material elevation. It brings you up. Elevation means you can go to heaven, you know, elevation. And this also can give you liberation. What liberation is this? Material liberation. That means liberates you from your suffering. You can go up to Brahmaloka. Or if you're lucky, you can go up to Brahmajodi. All right, Brahmajodi. But after that, you come down again. But now the second question is, the second thing here. All right. Since the principal names, what is the principal name? Hari, Govinda, this thing. Alone give love of Godhead. Only the principal name, Hari, Rama, Krishna, this name give you love of Godhead. Godhead means what? The Supreme Personality. Only can give you love. And the devotee accept only the principal names. So we as a devotee, we only accept the principal names. Okay. Now, just as there are different types of names, just like that's the different types of name with different effects. So there are different ways of chanting the name with different effect. There's different way. There's a different way of chanting, right? For instance, like a Gayatri mantra. This Gayatri mantra is not the mantra that people are chanting around. You know, they simply chant. You know, like Sai Baba, Shri Baba, Muhu, they all chant Sai Baba. I mean, this Gayatri mantra. That's not the Gayatri mantra, because the Gayatri mantra is secret, right? There's a way of chanting it. They use the finger 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, like that, right? And they chant. They don't even utter the word. The word should not even come out from your mouth. It's a very powerful mantra and very dangerous. Only has to be given by a guru when you take a Brahmin initiation. When they give you an initiation Brahmin, they put the thread and they give you the Gayatri mantra. The guru will chant into the ears. For that mantra, there's a different types of chanting, right? They chant like this 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I mean, they only use the finger, right? And they just say it in the mind. They can't even utter it, right? But Hare Krishna mantra, there's 3 ways of chanting. You can chant in your mind. Second, you can whisper, okay? Or you can even chant loudly, right? So like that. So there are different types of names with different effects and different ways of chanting with different effects. So the scripture, of course, declare that if one chants the name of Krishna once or hears the name of Krishna once, whether it be pure name or impure name, the jiva still delivered from the clutches of material energy. Wow. Can you see that? That's why those days, they named the children after God's name, right? They name the children, all right? And they usually like to name the children after the name of Krishna or Rama, okay? Like it's quite common. Like my father's name was Jagannathan and his brother's name is Ramachandran. All Krishna's name. My grandfather's name was Pal Sami, the one who sleeps on the Pal Kadal. It's very important. But nowadays, people are becoming so crazy. They like to name the children by looking at this nonsense numerology. The numerology actually doesn't exist. It is just a sudden creation. One joker who is a former soldier with British Army, he started to do research. Who are the people get killed in the thing? What number they get killed? It's totally nonsense and bogus. We follow Jyoti Sastra. Okay, we follow astrological Sastra. Right? In those days, all the children, there's nobody named after nothing. They named after after God's name. Shiva, Muruga, Shanmuga, right? Krishna, Rama. That's the usual way. Lakshmana. If the twins means 100% we know Lakshmana. If you know anybody by the name Lakshmana, let me ask, are you twins? Yes. My brother's name is Rama. Like that. But nowadays, people are naming Kashbush, there's one particular, but Delaney, my daughter's friend's name, something, this thing. I asked the mother, say, why? I mean, your daughter's name is quite unique. How? Oh, yes, sir. When she was born in this number, I also look like the numerology and everything, and one stupid numerologist gave this number. You see, the numerologist gave this number. According to this number, this. Come on. People are becoming more and more confused. Of course, now you're all reading Sastra. So you have to be the instrument. Inform others. Don't believe all this nonsense. Anyway, so that means what says? The scripture declares. What it says? Declare that if one chants the name of Krishna once, imagine if you got a friend by the name of Krishna, right? If you got a friend by the name of Krishna, in Ipoh there's one place, there's two places. One is the Krishna store, another one is Krishna Textiles. So whenever I go say, oh, Krishna Textile, how many people are looking at that? Now there's another thing I think in Klang, Hare Krishna Textile. They Hare Krishna means they think about the textile, but they are doing it very indirectly, right? So if one chants the name of Krishna once, especially in KL, there's one street, Jalan PP Narayana. Oh, yo, PP Narayana. When you go, you say Narayana. Even once, even if you hear only once, whether it's pure name, with pure intention or impure name, okay, the jiva is still delivered. The jiva is still delivered. We are talking about jiva means we are not referring to the Indians. Jiva means every living entity. We must understand this Vedic Shastra is doesn't belong to Indians. It's happened in Bharat Bhumi. The earth is called Bharat Bhumi. Jambu Dvipa, Bharata Varsha. We will study that in Canto. I think Canto 3, Canto 3 or Canto. We talk about universal creation. We study that. It's going to be very interesting subject. So the whole earth, the Indians is also called the identification with the body. Right? The Indians preserved it. They kept it. When the whole world became rotten, the whole world was under the Vedic rules. But everybody started to forget. But Indian kept it. So it does not belong to the Indians. It belongs to everyone. So here the jiva is delivered. There's no place in the world without this name. Once my spiritual master was telling, in the place called Argentina or Cuba, some South American, Rama means branch of a tree. Rama means the tree branch. Oh, look at the branch, the tree branch, so big. They say, oh, look at Rama, right? I was in Japan before. In Japan, Harimoto, Arigato, Nara, all right? There's all these things, Ari. There's nowhere in the world that you can never see the word. Look at British. All right, they call rum. Rum means alcohol. Rum, R-U-M. But they call it rum. Let's have rum. So even that, the jiva is still delivered. From what? From the clutches of material energy. But however, now the types of deliverance and the speed of the deliverance must be noted. Please underline this statement. What is that? Oh, that means I every day I chant Hare Rama, Hare Krishna. Oh, I chant this Hari Rabu, Hari Kamis, Mata Hari. Right? This thing. So what Haridas Thakur is telling, the types of deliverance, what type of deliverance you're going to get, and the speed, how fast you can be delivered. It has to be noted. All right. Now, if the name is chanted in Namabas, impurely. Namabas means impurely. That means without any intention. All right. Like the teacher shouts at the children, like a Malay teacher, scholar, one Indian boy. Hey, Krishna! Lu ni jahat lah, Krishna. Saya datang, saya tempalang you, Krishna. Is there a chanting? It is Namabas, impurely. What happened? The benefit will come slowly. Right? So now, it says, will come. The word that we should highlight is will come, but slowly. So it's guaranteed. It somehow or other will come, but it's going to come very slowly. Better
Prabhu,
than, yeah.
1 minute, Prabhu. I want to know the meaning of use in karma and jnana kanda. The names and the karma and jnana kanda. What's that? The secondary name.
Yes, good question. Like Creator, Paramatma, Brahman, these are the secondary name.
Okay.
You got it?
Karma. Yeah, I understood. Karma and jnana kanda.
Karma is activity. That means they call karma kanda and jnana. Karma kanda means is the one they do pious activity, feeding the poor, doing yagya, fire sacrifice, yagam, மக்கள் சேவை, மகேஸ்வர சேவைலாம் சொல்றாங்களே.
Yeah.
இதெல்லாம் வந்து கர்ம
Fire.
கண்டா.
Okay, and then jnana.
ஞான கண்டனா speculative knowledge. I mean, they study the Shastra so deeply. So they want to merge into the light. It's called mystic this thing. ஞான கண்டா. ஞானத்தை பெறுகிறது.
Speculative. Okay, Prabhu, I can refresh. Now I got it. Forgotten.
Yes, wonderful. That's the way, Prabhu. I like you. Wonderful. All right. So it will come slowly. So the name chanted as Namabas, impure. But Prabhu, Rajendran Prabhu.
Yeah, Prabhu.
Please continue with the discussion. Don't concentrate on our previous thing. In the flow, விட்டுருங்க.
Okay.
இத போயிட்டே இருக்கும்போது யோசிக்காதீங்க. சரியா?
Okay, bro. Okay, bro. Thank you, Prabhu.
யோசிக்கிட்டு விட்டுற போறீங்க. So என்னென்ன கேள்வி இருக்கோ? See, if you have any question, please write down somewhere and think about it after the class. Or you want clarification, you can ask. All right? Don't contemplate on that and you miss the session. Okay. But
Thank you, Prabhu.
that means what? Okay. So the chant in Namabas or impurely, benefit will come, but will come slowly. Because the person will eventually attain pure love of God. Please underline this word. The person will eventually attain the pure love of God. All right. The Abhasa name. Abhasa means inauspicious. Impure. So Abhasa name is still considered as all auspicious. That means what we understand here like this. So we understand even the name is chanted Namabas or impurely, all will come slowly. Okay. The benefit will come slowly. Okay. Then Haridas Thakur says, but still you must understand, but eventually will come. The person will be eventually will become will achieve the pure love of God. Will eventually get it. Therefore, Abhasa name, which is impure chanting, is considered all auspicious. So when you think you are chanting, not chanting properly, you are doing offense, you are listening, still it's okay. It's still considered auspicious. Then by the process of namabhas chanting, what happened? If you chant without, okay, this is going to be very important statements I'm going to learn here. Right now, even the process of namabhas, impure chanting, what happened? Even in that stage, sins are gradually destroyed. Even in the process of namabhas, sins are gradually destroyed until the name is chanted and heard purely. Until the name is gradually destroyed, until the name is chanted. The word that we should highlight is one, until. All right, until the name is chanted and heard purely. Okay. At that stage of pure chanting, when you come to the level of pure chanting, the devotee quickly achieve the goal, pure love of God. So, my dear Prabhus and Mothers who have just joined here from Gita Gyan program, some of you are regular devotees, some of you are new devotee like Rajendran Prabhu and Valliyamma. All these are learning properly for the first time. Some of you are regular devotee. Let me tell you the goal of the Sastra Study Marathon. The Sastra Study Marathon was started in the year 2025, January. Right? No, somewhere February or January or February, somewhere there. What is the goal? That our goal is to become pure devotee of the Lord. To achieve pure love of Godhead. All right? So now, since you all are on board, so we all also, I want you to think this, that I want to become a pure devotee of the Lord. In life, everywhere we set our goals. We set our goals to become a millionaire. We set our goals to become someone. Why not set your goals to become pure devotee? Okay, so that's the goal that we want to achieve. So now what it says, first you start with namabhas. All right, and sins gradually destroyed. Then after that, until to the level the name is chanted and heard purely. At that stage of pure chanting, the devotee, what happened? Quickly achieve pure love of God. So in order to clear the anarthas, chanting, once we want to become a pure devotee, also chant. How many of you didn't get it? This is very, 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 very important statement. We don't know when we're going to come back to study this book. Right? But I want you to really pay attention to this. Vaishnava Prabhu, yes.
Prabhu, can I just ask you something?
Yes, please, Prabhu.
You said that namabhas, you can slowly your sins are forgiven. And slowly you'll attain your goal, but the speed will be very slow. But
Yes.
does it mean that slowly, just like Sudhanam, you can go to Vaikuntha?
Slowly what?
You say slowly everything is destroyed. Your sins
Yeah.
are destroyed. You become pure.
Hmm.
But it's, when you develop Sudhanam, it's very quickly destroyed.
Sudhanam, okay. Yes.
But do you go to, if it is a namabhas, since your sins are slowly going to get destroyed and you are slowly going to become pure, does it mean we can go to Vaikuntha?
You're talking about while in namabhas.
Namabhas.
Okay. You asked a
Though the
brilliant...
speed is slow, ultimate result can we go?
Okay.
Okay.
Now, you asked a fantastic question. That is the thing that I'm going to stress the point in the following discussion.
Okay.
How high can you go in namabhas stage? All right. Okay, since you asked the question, let me just tell you. You can go to the core of the universe. You remember that, Prabhu?
Yeah, true. Until
You
false
can...
ego.
Huh?
Until false ego, Prabhu?
Yeah. Of course, you cannot pass that lah.
Yeah, can't.
You can go to the core of the universe.
Okay.
So
Okay.
when you talk about core of universe means what? Satyaloka.
You told this before once, so
Yes. No, because when I'm telling this, I was thinking in my heart, in my mind, when I come to that point, I'm going to stress the point. And now you asked in advance. Right? So then what happened, Prabhu? Sometimes it may take few births to come to Sudanam or pure name. So you go there and you come back, still you're going to continue until you come to the perfect level.
you come to a very rich family or a family of Brahmanas.
No. If you are chanting that to Namabhas, you will never born into a rich family. You will born in a family of pious Brahmana, the devotee.
Okay.
So if you get a chance, do you want to born in a Tata Birla family or you want to born in the poor, pure devotee family?
Pure devotee people.
If you become a Tata Birla, finish all Tata, bye-bye.
You may go the other side, bro.
Yeah, you go to the other side.
Yeah.
Very good. That's how we do application. All right. Okay. Oh, now it's 8:14. Okay, now, dear Prabhus and mothers, is it okay we can overshoot a little longer today? All right. Because I thought I want to continue tomorrow, but I just got a news. My wife's side, they're going to celebrate my... Oh, I shouldn't record this. Just give me a second. Pause. Okay, are we back? So we continue. All right. Okay. Now, so there is also a case of chanting. There's also a case of chanting or hearing the holy name with more impurity than Namabhas. Okay. There's a situation where the holy name is heard is more impure. Namabhas is impurity, all right, and cleansing, but this is more impure. There's a case. Okay. And this is situated where? At a greater distance from the pure name. It stays very far away. So the greater the distance, the less the effect of the name. The greater the distance, the name is still, the less the effect. So now, such obstruction or distance from the name where chanting gives a little to no effect. It gives a little or to no effect. This is called as aparada or offense. Please underline this statement in your book. This obstruction, tadangal, all right, obstruction or distance. What are they? That means while chanting give little or no effect. Okay, it gives a little effect or sometimes no effect. And this is called as aparada. Very, very important point of this.
Hare Krishna.
Yes, Mataji, yes.
Can you please explain this one, Prabhu?
Which one?
This now you're talking about. There is
Yeah,
also
of
a
course.
case of chanting.
Yeah, that's what I'm going to say now. So now, what does that mean? Aparada or offense is a serious thing. Nama Prabhu or the holy name of Krishna got another name called Nama Prabhu because the name is personified.
Prabhu, you have muted. We can't hear you.
Everyone can't hear me?
Now good. Now fine.
Oh, internet not stable. Okay, just give me a second. Oh. Okay, let me connect. Why it's not connected to 5G? Okay, am I clear now? I'm clear? Am I audible?
Yes, Prabhu, can hear.
Great. Okay. Now, that means, okay, this Nama Prabhu or the holy name is called Nama Prabhu, the personified, the Krishna in the form of name. This Nama Prabhu is very merciful. Even you do it impurely, jokingly, frustratingly, still it purifies. By the same time, Nama Prabhu is very, very, very sensitive. Very, 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 very sensitive. The Nama Prabhu willing to give you everything. But once we offend the Nama Prabhu will give you less effect or no effect. Are you all following me on this? Right? Because now I can't see anybody. Just unmute yourself, say yes, or maybe you can send a message. All right? So I know that you all are following me.
Yes,
Right?
Prabhu.
Yes.
All right. Yeah. So it gives you no effect, little effect or no effect. That's sensitive. So now, what it says, there's also a case of chanting. Okay, Mangala Rukmini Mataji. Case of chanting and hearing. And what are they? Which is more impurity. This is really, really not pure. It is worse than Namabas. Where it stays far away. It stays far away. Far away from where? From the pure name. All right. So now Haridas Thakur is saying, greater the distance, less the effect of the name. Right? Say like for instance, we go to North Pole. We go to say like country which is snowing, like Alaska. There is a sun there, but you can never enjoy the heat. The sun is there, but it's extremely freezing cold. Like Siberia, -20, -30. There's one place in Russia, -40. You just spit, it comes into ice. That cold. Even the sun is there, but no effect. Like that. Mangala Rukmini Mataji, do you get it, means?
Yes. So if I'm chanting without hearing properly and saying the
No. That is Namabas.
Okay.
You're chanting, not hearing properly. You're doing that's Namabas. But here we are talking about worse than that. Right? That give you little, this called as Aparada, Nama Aparad.
Worse than that, how is that, Prabhu?
That's what we're going to discuss.
Okay.
What is that worse than that? Nama Aparad. All right? So what is that Aparad is called? Gives little no effect. It's called Aparada or offense. Have you heard about Nama Aparad, Mataji? The 10 offenses?
Yes, Prabhu, yes.
That's what called Aparada. You got it?
Yeah.
Tell me one of the Aparad that you remember.
Blaspheming the devotees.
Okay. Blaspheming the devotees. Now one
Yeah.
of the Aparad. All right? So this kind of Aparad is worse than Namabas. Worse than offensive chanting.
Oh, okay.
You got it?
Yeah.
So this is called Nama Aparad offense. So this obstruction of Vyavadan, the obstruction of Vyavadan or separation, okay, is the mistaken idea that Krishna's name and Krishna are different or separate. What does that mean? One of that Namabas offense, one of the offense is the obstruction of Vyavadan. What does that mean? Obstruction means not believing that Krishna's name and Krishna are different. Krishna's name and Lord Krishna is two different entities. This is called the mistaken idea. You got it? Okay. So what is that called? This situation is called as the scenario here is called as Vyavadan or separatist mentality. Right? Separate mentality. So this is usually is a Mayavadi philosophy. The Mayavadi translated this what they call Bhagavad Gita, saying the person inside Krishna, the energy inside Krishna is talking to the energy inside Arjuna. Because they say Krishna and the energy inside the soul is two different things. So the Krishna doesn't exist. The Paramatma or the Brahma, the Brahman, the effulgent exists. So it's two different entities. But what we understand, there's no difference between Krishna, his name, his form, his paraphernalia, his all the items. There's no difference. Okay? This is called the separatist mentality. That means it's a mistaken idea that Krishna's name and Krishna are different and separate. Different or separate. Do you get me, Mangala Mataji?
Yes, Prabhu. Yes.
Okay, good.
So this is the great aparat offense also.
Yes, it's not, nothing is great, everything is worse.
Yeah.
The 10 aparat is bad. All right, so everyone follow me on this. Kesavan, are you following me?
Yes, Prabhu.
Just like the one we are considering the demigods as Krishna, right?
Yeah.
Ah.
All right. So one of the thing is to see this separately. Okay. Yeah. So what is the next one? Let's look at the next aparat. Okay. Now, in other words, the belief that the absolute truth does not reside in the name, and therefore chanting the name cannot bring one to the highest realization of truth, is called Vyavadana or separation. That means believing that absolute truth, Parampurul, do not stay in the name. So chanting the holy name cannot bring you to the highest realization, Parampurul, the truth, absolute truth. It cannot bring you to the highest realization of truth. So what they say, you rather from chanting, you rather sit and meditate. Right? Chanting is not a good way of realizing your success. Okay? This called this thing. As long as this belief persists, if you go on belief in this love of God or prema bhakti, impossible to attain. No way you can attain that. Okay. Besides separation, based on philosophical principle, what does that mean? I mean, besides the separation idea that Parampurul or the absolute truth don't stay in the name, that's philosophical principle. Okay, that's one side. There's another type of separating in chanting. There's another kind of separative mentality in chanting. What is that? This is called syllabic separation of Krishna's names. All right? Syllabic means syllables. Syllable. H-A-R-I. Syllable. Separation. For instance, example, if the syllable ha and ri are separated from each other, ha remove, ri remove. When we separate, okay, by some other syllables, what happened? This separation, by this syllabic separation, the effects of the holy name are greatly hindered. So this kind of, that means this kind of effect of the holy name is a big tadangal or big challenge, is a hindrance. Everyone following me? Who didn't
Prabhu,
get it?
Hare Krishna, Prabhu.
Yes, Kesavan.
Can repeat back, Prabhu. What mean by the
Very
syllabic separation?
All right, like this. When we have this name Hari, Ha and Ri, we separate. All right, separate the word and add on with other kind of syllables. These kind of things, separation. All right, separate the effects. That means it doesn't give you the real effect of the holy name. And this can be great hindrance. Periya tadangal. Okay, I give you one example. What do you call Kesavan?
Yes.
Chant the Hare Krishna mantra slowly.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Okay, fast.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Okay. Did you notice what you have said just now? Okay, do it again. Everyone,
Fast
okay,
forward.
before that, everyone, please listen attentively to Kesavan's chanting. Okay, do it fast.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Now you're quite dizzy. Fast.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Hare.
Okay, did you see any difference? Kesavan chanted. Yes or not? Anyone
Yes.
notice that?
Yes.
Okay, Vrinda, Priya, you heard that?
Yes, Prabhu. Ram.
Okay, how about others? Did you heard him chanting?
Yes, Prabhu.
Say Ram. That is separation. When we chant Hare Krishna, remember we must chant Rama. Okay, we cannot swallow the A behind. Rama. So Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Not Ram.
Prabhuji, I also do that only. Ram
That's
only.
why.
Because I follow Prabhupada's chanting.
No. Everybody thinks that. Listen to Prabhupada's chanting very clearly.
Really?
Prabhupada don't use the word Ram.
Oh. I have
The
to
A
check that.
behind is a Ram. Okay. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare. So Rama, like that.
Sorry,
He don't say Ram.
I also listen like Prabhupada's one, he says Hare Ram. If he's going fast, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram, Hare Hare. I do listen that sometimes when Prabhupada's saying that.
Okay. Yeah, internet not stable. What happened? Okay, you just need to off the recording. So when we see the word like this, okay,
Ram.
see how we're going to chant Rama. Okay, when there's a word, we're going to pronounce, okay, like this. Okay, the word is here, Rama. Okay, the first day itself, I taught on pronunciation. So the word A, so Ram. So the A behind becomes silent, but not this thing. So, but when we chant Ram. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram, Hare Hare. When we chant slowly, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram, Hare Hare. When we chant fast, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram. Okay, now I want you to hear my chanting and see, is it recording? All right. So see whether you can hear the Ram or Rama. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram, Hare Hare, Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Hare. You heard Ram or Rama?
Rama.
Yes, Rama. Very subtle, Prabhu.
Exactly. That's the word. Very subtle.
Yeah.
The word A is there. So we must always remember Rama. So when if now you chant slowly, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama. Because remember, that day I told about H-A, all right, R-E, all right. So Hare, the E means you pull the raga. Hare, then we start Rama, okay, Rama. So that means what? We pull the raga, we put it here. So that means we put Hare Rama. Hare Rama. So Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare. So when you put Hare Ra behind A, usually becomes silent. Are you following me on this?
Yes, Prabhu.
Yes, Prabhu.
Everybody, yeah? Vrunda Mataji and Mangala Rukmini Mataji?
Yes, Prabhu. Thank you.
Okay, great. So we must remember that second biggest mistake when we chant Ramo. Hare Krishna, Krishna. Hare Krishna, Hare Ramo, Hare Ramo, Ramo Ramo, Hare Hare. Prabhupada stop them. He say, what is this Ramo? What nonsense is Ramo? Because in Bengali, they don't usually, the A will call as O. Right? So Ramo, Hare Ramo, we don't imitate. Prabhupada set a standard, the Rama. Right? So Ramo. All these are. So when you go for kirtan, when they start to sing, they start, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ramo, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. But you sing Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama. You make sure you sing that way. All right? This is something which is unacceptable.
So far it's all Aprat, Prabhu. I've been just chanting Aprat.
That's why I started this course.
Hare Krishna.
Because the reason when we go into Srimad Bhagavatam, we go deep into that book, we may not have a chance. That's why this small, tiny book. In fact, I was talking to you over the phone. That's one, a very senior devotee was asking, what is this Harinam Chintamani? Huh? Is that such book? Is it important? Imagine, not everybody studied the book. It's very, very important book by Bhaktivinod Thakur. Okay, now you understand. So it's a great hindrance. So now, this is different form of utterance of the word haram. Okay, this is different. So it's a great hindrance, but there's a different from the word that chanted by Yavanas. Who is Yavana means? Yavana means meat eater, beef eater. So the two names that the tradition names them. Yavana means a kind of demonic people who loves to eat meat. All right, and also they also known as Malicha. Yavana. So here Yavana means to the Muslims. So the different types of utterance of the word haram. When the Muslims chant, yeah.
Spell the word Malicha. I was looking in the.
No, it's okay. Don't worry about that. That one is not important. That one is not important, Prabhu. Just giving you an example only, right? So, so the difference between the utterance of the word haram by the Yavana. So haram means what? Is unintentionally when he's dying. That's one story. All right. This Muslim was chanting the word haram, haram, haram while when he was dying. Right? But there is no separation of the syllable in that utterance. There's no separation. Okay? Is therefore classified as namabas. Namabas means what? All right? Because we see Hara got another name for Hari. Okay, in Gita Gyan, I've said that Hara or Hari. So Hara is there. Second, Ram is there. So there's no separation. Hara. So the name is Hara, Hari is chanted there. So Namabas. So it's considered under Namabas or purification. Okay. So the word Hari separated syllabically have much less effect. So what happened to this story? There's one Muslim man were knocked down by a wild boar. Katupandi. No, wild boar got a tusk like this. He came and hit the thing and the floor was dying. Dying, thinking of looking at the pig. Haram, 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 haram. Boom, he died. And he got liberated. So that's the story about this. Right? Because the Ha and Ra was there. Right? So now, Hari, Ha and Ri separated syllable have much less effect. But of the two types of separation, the philosophical separation of the Mayavadi is the much more detrimental to spiritual progress. What does that mean? Out of these two kind of things, All right. The word is Hara, Hari, and all this. But the philosophical separation, this one done by the Mayavadi, is the more detrimental, is more terrible. Why? Because they cannot identify Krishna in the form. They always say Krishna and the name are two separate things. It's very detrimental. All right. Then the belief that name is not all powerful. To believe this name is not powerful and absolute is a great disturbance in Kali Yuga. To believe that this name is not powerful, all right, and it's not absolute, this creates a great disturbance in Kali Yuga. And it is not in accordance with the scripture. So, by this consideration, one can understand the real nature of the holy name. That means by looking at all these things, one can understand the real nature of the holy name. It is the chanting and hearing of the principal name of Krishna, which is devoid, which is don't have namabhas, right? Which is don't have namabhas, or that means it's there's no offense, no aparada, great offense, and no vyavadan or separation. The name and he is not different, this thing. So this is the thing. So what it says? So by this consideration, one can understand the real nature of the holy name, right? It is the chanting and hearing which is devoid. That means without these three things: namabhas, aparada, and vyavadan. So far, so good? Everyone can follow me on this?
Yes, Prabhu.
All right.
There are three things, Prabhu. Namabhas, aparada, and the separation.
Yes, very good.
Is a factor that determine the effectiveness of the Hare Krishna mantra.
Yes.
Correct, Prabhu?
How the thing going to affect?
If it's pronounced properly, one way.
No. What will be the effect? What will be the effect?
Lesser effect. Lesser effect. Lesser
Very good.
effect.
Very good. Fantastic. I appreciate Rajendran Prabhu because after this class, I mean, usually after the class, after 1 or 2 days, he'll make the summary of everything you sent to me. That day he made a summary about all this universal creation, the 14 planets and everything. And he sent to me, asked, am I doing it right? I really appreciate that. Very good. So now you understand. Namabhas, Aprat, and Vyavadan. These three things have to be avoided. Then only we can come to where? We can come to the pure name. Or this called as Shuddhanam. Suddhanam. Right? That's the new terms that we understand here. Pure name means what? Suddhanam. All right? Suddha means pure. Then now, Haridas Thakur continue. Whoever accepts and chants that pure name, whoever, what we to understand the whoever means? Well, how to understand this whoever? Right? What does it mean? All right? Whoever means anyone.
The devotees.
Doesn't matter his birth. No, anyone, not devotees, anyone. He can be either born from a very high caste or he can born in a very low caste, outcast, chandala, dog eaters, beef eaters, yavanas, malichas, right? Horrible people, cannibals. All right, there's a place people are cannibals around. All these kind of nasty people, whoever it is, whoever, despite his background, accepts and chant the pure name. Chant the pure name. What happened? These are the people known as the real Vaishnava. These are the real Vaishnava.
Vaishnavas.
And they can be belong to any of these three categories mentioned earlier. In happiness, one should serve such Vaishnava always. Right? So, in happiness, that means you should serve this kind of Vaishnava without any prejudice, but with full happiness. In order to overcome namabhas, now, how we can come out to the namabhas? Namabhas means it's a clearing, offense clearing stage, Namabhas. And to go to the level of pure name, Suddha Nam, the Jiva must, how? Serve the bona fide Guru with great attention. So, in order for you to come to the level of Namabhas to Suddha Nam, you have to accept a spiritual master under the bona fide parampara. Right? Initially, we all try to chant by our own effort. Once we can perfect our 16 rounds daily, then follow some little principle, then we can go and approach Guru and seek for initiation. That initiation means what? Initiating you into the mantra diksha. Once we accept the mantra diksha, then we have to serve the spiritual master. When we serve, and how we should serve the spiritual master? We serve with great attention. How we can serve? Nowadays, the spiritual master all traveling. Where am I going to serve a spiritual master? So serving the spiritual master means listening to his instruction. So that's the RDC formula that I've created. I told in the Gita Gyan book. Read Bhagavad Gita very sincerely. Distribute the book and chant 16 rounds. This is usually the standard all the spiritual master put to the disciple. So when we start to serve the spiritual master with great attention, that is how we can come, we can overcome Namabhas, and we get Suddha Nam. We get the pure name. All right? So now what happened? When we do this, so by doing this, what will happen? The anarthas will disappear. That's when I, my, mine, I'm an Indian, I'm a Chinese, I'm a Malaysian, I'm a Superman, I'm a hero, I'm a millionaire, I am this, I am that, all these anarthas, that's when it will start to disappear. Okay? Doing this, the anarthas will disappear. When all these anarthas, anger, lust, all these disappear, and that's when the pure name endowed with all spiritual potency. That's when the pure name that powered by all spiritual potency, what will do? Will dance on the devotee's tongue. That's when you start to dance on your tongue. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. You start to feel excitement. You start to, that's when the thing will start to dance in your tongue. Right? Then, at that time, then what happened? He will never give up the stream of sweet nectar. After he start to taste that, he can never give up. That emanating from the holy name. So the name will start to throw nectar. What is 16 rounds? You will go 32. You will go 64. You will go even 100. We have devotees are chanting 100 rounds on Ekadasi. We have many devotees that follow this. What is this? What is this? Shastra study marathon. There are many devotees chanting 64 rounds. You know, they are chanting. Even there's one elderly Mataji who are mid-80s, 85. She was so excited to see that all the people are chanting so well. She made a point to wake up 3 o'clock in the morning and start chanting. She said, I want to chant 16 rounds, but I feel like chanting 32 now. 85-year-old. She wakes up at 3 o'clock and start to chant. And she said, I'm now doing 32 rounds. Why these kind of things? Because this is namabhas. The anartha, you're getting the taste. That's why they say when you get a higher taste, the mundane taste will go away. If you have a chance, don't stay 16. 16 is only the beginning of you getting the taste. If you really see, you chant Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Once you come to 16 rounds, that's the time your taste starts, you stop. You should go more. Go 32, if possible. But If all this is not possible, maintain your minimum 16. Right? So all the sweet nectar emanating from the holy name will come. All the juice of the name will start to extricate. And then you know what happened? The jiva will chant constantly. He will chant constantly. Then he become mad with sweetness of the name. He become mad with the sweetness of the name. And in that moment, the name will dance, the joy. And the jiva will dance. How many of you are really, okay, I shouldn't say how many of you, how many of us are really dancing when it comes to kirtan? Nowadays, I see it's quite sad situation. When the kirtan starts, everybody stand like a log and simply clap the hand. I remember when we were younger times, just with little kirtan, with kartal, we start dancing. Nowadays, everybody stands like a log. That's why sometimes I ask, huh? Is there any showmanship? Why? If you don't feel like dancing in front of the Lord, force yourself and dance. You will have that ecstatic feeling. All right? When people can dance like a madman in front of this thing, not like holding the hand, spinning and do some circus show. That's not the way to dance in front of the Lord. You know, people will be holding hand and start to spin. What is it, kind of circus or kind of a gymnastic show? That's not the way. You just dance in ecstasy. You forget the world. How your heart trembles, that is how you express out. Right? I saw one video. There's one person hold the hand like this and hold the hip like this and start to dance like this. I was thinking, how this guy can, what is wrong? He's quite a guy with a big belly. When everybody start dancing, he hold the hand, put the hand like this. He put the hand at the hip and start to dance, you know, like a child. But after that, I saw him start burst out crying. I mean, saw in the video, right? So when the names will dance, the jiva will dance. And that's when the treasure of love of God will dance. The whole universe will dance and Maya will flee. That's when the Maya will run away. So my dear Prabhus and mothers, it's in your hand how you want to get it done. Right? If you think you're not chanting properly, your anarthas are still there. If your anarthas are still there, if you are an initiated devotee, if you still feel the anarthas still there, you don't have the taste, there is something says you're not doing, somewhere is not right. Somewhere there is something lacking. So the idea about studying this book is to identify it. And you can rectify it. I'm not surprised you're going to call and tell me, I'm doing 64 rounds, I'm doing 100 rounds. It's that wonderful chanting. The different types of holy names has been discussed. Now, consider who has the right or adhikaram, who got the right to the holy name. And now, Haridas Thakur is continuing. He says, anyone who is a human being, look at that, regardless of material consideration, like class, high class, low class, educated, non-educated, millionaire or a beggar, not considering varna, born into a high caste, low caste, Brahmana, by birth I'm a Brahmana, no, not, or birth, high birth, low birth, sex, whether you are a man or woman, doesn't matter, age, whether you are 16 or you are 80, doesn't matter, or education, whether you are highly educated or not educated, not important. So those people are the people, these are the people what? Now, they has the right or adhikara. These people, they have the adhikaram to the holy name. They have the rights to the holy name. Or in Tamil, we call adhikaram. யாருக்கு அந்த அதிகாரம் இருக்கு? கீழ் பிறவி, மேல் ஜாதி, கீழ் ஜாதி, இல்ல. வர்ணங்கள், சமுதாயத்துல உயர்ந்தவன் தாழ்ந்தவன், பெண்ணோ ஆணோ, வயசு வித்தியாசம், அறிவு ஞானம், no. Any human being, they have the adhikara, they have the right. So anyone is a human being. What happened? They has the right to take up the holy name. They have the right. For the Lord has invested in the name a transcendental power. This name is not ordinary. The Krishna have invested all this, what they call, in the name or transcendental power that surpasses all distinction. It surpasses everything. But although everyone has the right to the name, then Haridas Thakur is saying, even everybody has the right to the name, only those who have developed faith in Krishna and his name will actually take shelter. Even it's available to everyone. Any human being, they have everybody is in. But only those who have developed faith in Krishna and his name will actually take shelter of the name and seriously chant. Thus, any human being has the right to the name, and one who has faith becomes the practitioner of the name. Everyone got the right, but the practitioner will have the faith. All right? Become the practitioner. That means those with faith will become the practitioner. Haridas Thakur continues. In other spiritual practice, there are restrictions in performance according to time, place, cleanliness, and uncleanliness. Right? So there's other practice, there's a restriction. They perform according to the time, place, cleanliness, and uncleanliness. But in taking up the name, this is not so. So this name overcomes all these restrictions by its invested power. Very important statement. What does it mean? Let's look at this. What does it mean? So that means there's a restriction. All the other practice, like other religion, whatever it is, they have other practice. They have restriction. Right? They perform according to the time, place, and cleanliness, uncleanliness. Right? Oh, you have to take your bath before you do this. You go to Guruvayur temple, you have to take a bath, you have to renew your veshti. You take a deep with the wet body, you go into the temple. Lot of restriction. Right? But here, there's nothing. That's not so. Okay? Because this, the name overcomes all these restrictions because of its invested power. Because the power invested in this. In other words, there's no rules and regulation in chanting. You can chant anytime. Even you can chant in the toilet. But of course, you don't take the beads along. Right? Lord Chaitanya was in the toilet. And he cannot stop his tongue from chanting. He bites his tongue until it bleeds. But still, he cannot stop. He came out. Right? Then there's one young boy, 6-year-old boy, was asking, why are you this thing bleeding? Oh, I go to the abominable place, nasty place, but I cannot stop my tongue from chanting. Then the young boy says, my dear Lord, you say chanting can chant everywhere, any time, place, and circumstances. So why not you chant in the toilet? We don't know when the death comes. The death even can come in the toilet. The death even can come in the toilet. So why not you chant? What's the big deal? Then Lord Chaitanya says, wow, that's true. And name the boy as Gopal Guru. His name is Gopal, right? Vaishnava Prabhu, his name is Gopal, right? Do you remember the name? Gopal Guru. Yes, his name is Gopal. And he says, since you gave me instruction, I give you a name, Gopal Guru. His name became Gopal Guru Goswami. So there's no restriction. Even you go to the funeral, even you're in the toilet, if you're trying to go to the toilet, Mukran cannot come out. Oh, Krishna, no harm. Even I told some people, oh, Prabhu, I cannot give up alcohol. I cannot give up tequila. I say, take the tequila and just say, Om Sri Vishnu, Om Sri Vishnu, Om Sri Vishnu, and drink. Say, what? Some say, oh, I cannot give up pork. There's one particular person told me, I cannot give up pork. I love pork. Not a day that I can stay without a pork. I say whether you eat pork, beef, mutton, or any nonsense, doesn't matter. But you must chew your food 16 times. All right. So what is it got to do with this? When you put the pork, mutton, beef in your mouth, chant Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. 16 words. So chew the 6. When you finish the mantra, then you swallow. Then what happened? The thing stuck in the mind. So whenever she put anything in the mouth, she immediately starts chanting. And whenever she takes the tequila, Om Sri Vishnu, yo, why la this? Yo, why that Prabhu talk nonsense with me? Take the beer. Cheer, no, what? Om Sri Vishnu, Om Sri Vishnu. And she gave up everything natural. She gave up pork, she gave up meat, she gave up alcohol. And today she's serving in Singapore temple. She even cooking for Jagannath. The transformation happened within 6 months. That's power of chanting. So there's no distinction. So there's no restriction. It's invested power. Whereas in acts of charity, when you want to do charity, you want to do sacrifice, you want to do bathing and japa or whatever, there's always a consideration of time, place, and cleanliness. Right? When you want to do charity sacrifice, you must make sure the place is clean. You must do it at a proper time, proper muhurta. You must go and ask the priest, what is a good time to do? We have to find all that. Right? And in the chanting of the holy name of Krishna, faith alone is the only necessity. So in order to chant the holy name, the only requirement that you need is faith. Nambike. Doesn't see any time and place and circumstance. And then there's another declaration here. Whoever takes shelter of the holy name in Kali Yuga, they achieve the highest perfection of life. Bravo. Hari bol. Whoever takes shelter of the holy name in Kali Yuga, they achieve the highest perfection. The conclusion is that the living entity in Kali Yuga, they are being situated in the midst of Maya. We are living in Maya. Even everything seems to be fake. We take it very real. Must take up the name. Must. Prabhu, please mute yourself, Prabhu. Right. Must take up the name. Must take up the name. Then one who accepts the name and practices it. All right. They accept the name, then practice it, though doing this with minimal restriction. Okay. That means they are doing with minimal restriction. That means they're not really serious. Must still be careful to perform all action favorable to increasing devotion to Krishna. Right? One who accepts the name and practice it, though doing with minimal restriction. They still have to be careful to perform all action favorable to increasing devotion to Krishna. What does that mean? What does this mean? Increase the devotion to Krishna. Must do favorable action for favor. Okay? Perform all action favorable. That is why we are doing program. Sundays is the day that all the devotees gather in the temple. And in that association, we serve Krishna. We have to do things favorably. For what? To increase the devotion so that we can accept the name. Want to accept the practice, name and practice it. Those who accept the name and practice it, but with minimal. That means not yet steady yet. These are the people who should be very actively involved in the seva in the temple. Favorable thing. All right. So we must remember that. Always we must remember serving in the temple is very important. All right. Of course, Sunday program. All right. So we can say, oh, I am this, I am that. Oh, I'm a doctor, I'm an engineer, I'm a high flying person. Doesn't matter. Once you go to the temple, you put the shoe outside, you wash your leg, you wash all your anarthas. You wash the identification you as a doctor. You wash your identification as an engineer. You wash your identification as someone great in the society. Then you go into the temple, you are going as a servant. Servant of the servant. That's why behind our name, the spiritual master gives the word Das or Dasi. Das means what? Servant. So I go to the temple, I'm a servant. I walk into the temple, I'm not a doctor. I'm not an engineer. I'm not some high-flying person. When someone says, hey, idiot, you're doing it wrong. Yes, accept it. Because the servants are not to be respected, right? If you got a maid in the house, do you respect the maid? Hey, you work kerja, but no. Hey, you do a good job, they don't recognize. If you do something wrong, they criticize. So these kind of things is the best way to create our anarthas. Remember, go to the temple, don't go ngam when the program starts, or ngam at the time they're going to serve prasadam. Eat, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Prabhu, can I give you some donation? No. That is good. But now we want to become a pure devotee of the Lord. You do not need to go do some popular service. Oh, people are cooking in the kitchen, so I want to join. No, any service. Even you go to the washroom, you feel the washroom is dirty, just take some pail of water and just wash it. It's a great seva. You go there, you see all the foods are scattered and some rubbish dustbin, pick one or two. It's a great seva. So we must do everything that is favorable to our devotional service. At the same time, reject all action which hampers devotion to Krishna. We must reject all the things. Like, for instance, like associating with non-devotees and going for party and all these kind of things, we just simply reject it. Why? And simply remember the name of Krishna constantly while passing out his life in the material world. So while we are passing our life in this material world, we must keep on, go on, remember the name of Krishna. Never should he deviate to the path of fruitive activity. He should not deviate himself from the path of fruitive activity. Because we understand, if you come to the level of Shuddhanam, Namabhas Shuddhanam, you know Krishna will take care of everything. If you don't believe, try it. I never believed it. But now I am feeling it. Krishna will take care of everything. Have the faith. Krishna will protect you. Krishna will take care of everything. And number two, worship of demigods. Very important. He should never deviate to the path of fruitive activity or worship of demigods. Why? What is wrong with that? Because worship of demigods, they provide you with material comfort. Right? Sometimes, when you know, so those parents will know. There will be some of your cousins that give some wrong things to your children. Right? Example, okay, I'll give you one example. Some parents bring up the children by not giving them chocolate or ice cream. Right? Because the child got asthma or something, they don't give ice cream. But when you bring to some of your cousins or whoever it is, they say, come, I'll take you out. Don't care about your father lah. Come, let me give you ice cream. Can you just once in a while lah? Nonsense lah. Give something. End of the day, the children suffer. So like that, this one lay example I'm telling you. So we cannot deviate from our path from fruitive activity or worship of the demigods. But instead, we should chant the name and serve the devotees. We should chant the holy name. Secondly, we have to serve the devotees. So who is the devotees? Anyone who chants Hare Krishna, they are the devotees. And what is your goal in life? To serve them. Right? So must be very careful. I know a person who is a very high-flying person. I think he's a director or CEO of a company. When he comes to the temple, at the same time, there's another person who is working in the factory, but he is a supervisor. I'm so astonished with that person. Even he's a low-standard supervisor, but that CEO, whatever the high-flying guy, will respect that person in the temple. He won't say, hey, you're my worker, you're a low-grade worker in my factory. No. He served them. Right? This is some example I'm giving you. So one should chant the name, serve the devotee, and achieve the goal of life, Krishna Prema. So with this, conclude the explanation of how the jiva should accept the holy name. Haridas Thakur began weeping again. After saying that, he started weeping, crying, falling at the Lord's feet. He held them and begged for attraction for the holy name. He begged for the attraction of the holy name. For one who performs devotional service, now the concluding word here, please mark this word. For one who performs devotional service at the feet of Uttama Vaishnava, Haridas Thakur, the transcendental touchstone of the holy name will become center of his life. Right? So, want to perform devotional service at the feet of the Uttama Vaishnava, Haridas Thakur. The person will get the transcendental touchstone of the holy name and will become the center of his life. Right? So, with that, we have already completed chapter 2. And chapter 3, we're going to start Namabhas. What is Namabhas? All right. So, this is going to be a detailed studies on chapter 3. All right. So, with that, we end the session today. Or it's 9:15. So, now open for question. Any questions or any comment? Or did you understand or did you don't understand anything that you want to hear further? No further. And by the way, yes, Vaishnava Prabhu.
Gopal Guru is a close associate of Chaitanya Prabhu. His name was actually Mahadwaja. His nickname was Gopal Guru.
Gopal Guru.
Yeah, his real name was Mahadwaja Prabhu.
Yes.
But Chaitanya Prabhu.
Got the name Gopal Guru when you were 6 years old, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, correct. All right. So, any other questions, any comment? I was just thinking tomorrow, after my Sunday program, is it okay if we can start the class at 3 p.m. to 5 p.m.? I finish the program, I'll be back by 2. Is it okay we can do from 3 p.m. to 5 p.m. so we don't miss the flow?
Sorry, Prabhu. Tomorrow I have something after the
program.
Yeah.
Yeah. How about others? I think better okay lah. Because I believe school starting also. Everybody will be busy preparing. We do it on Monday morning, 9:15. Okay. Any questions? You all got the idea? Do you understand, Rajendran Prabhu?
Prabhu, today I understand very well, Prabhu. Hare
Okay.
Krishna, Prabhu.
Hare Krishna. Very nice. Oh, Charanalakshmi Mataji is here. Haribol. Purna Rupini Mataji. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Prabhu. You are wonderful class.
Yes, thank you, Mataji. Hare Krishna. K7. All right. So, Sudha Sindhu Mataji. Oh, Hare Krishna. Okay. So, there's no question. All clear? All right. So, we will continue on Monday. Yes. All right. So, we continue the session, chapter 3, starting on Monday. Till then, have a beautiful weekend. And tomorrow, Sunday, try to get connected to the nearest ISKCON temple. If you're in KL, SJM KL, in Old Klang Road. If you're in Seremban Center is there. Then, and also there is, there's in Seremban, there's another center also. All right. Spring Hill or something like that. Green Hill, Spring Hill. And Ipoh in Jalan Lang, Ipoh. So like that, that's all the centers around. Please don't miss and try to get connected. All right. Till then, have a beautiful day, beautiful weekend. Vancha kalpatarubhyascha kripa sindhubhyevacha paditanam pavinibhyo vaishnave bhayo namo namah. Hare Krishna. Srila
Hare
Prabhupada ki jai, Srila Bhaktivinod Thakur ki jai, Srila Haridas Thakur ki jai. Gaura Prema. Hari Bol. Gauranga.
Hari Bol.
Hare
Hare Krishna, Prabhu.
Hare Krishna. Thank you, Prabhu. Hare Krishna.
Welcome. Hare Krishna.